Have you ever seen an idea so good that you just had to steal it? Well, that's what I'm doing. I was scrolling through YouTube the other day when I fell down the rabbit hole of Wizard 101 Nuzlocke. I played that game when I was 6 and haven't played it since, so I don't know how I ended up there, but I'm glad I did. The concept of permadeath in MMOs is nothing new. RuneScape has been doing it forever, but due to my lack of RuneScape experience and me not wanting to spend 500 hours fishing, I needed something else. Unfortunately, I chose Destiny 2, and unlike Wizard 101 and RuneScape, this game has jumping puzzles and traps that are designed to kill you because the name of the game is immortality. So why not pick the class with the worst jumps in the game? The one rule for this challenge is very simple. If I die, I delete the character. The only exception is the Crucible and if I toss myself off the tower. The short-term goal is completing every campaign on hard mode. The mid-term goal is doing all the dungeons, and if I somehow make it far enough, the long-term goal is completing all the raids. And why pick Warlock? Well, I'm not kidding, it's because of well. Also because I've played Warlock the least out of the 3 classes, and the challenge obviously wasn't hard enough as is. So I make my character, I give him a black eye because he's a nerd, and we're off.
Guardian. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian. It worked. You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you.
Nothing super interesting happened in the start, but once I got my hands on the shotgun, I learned why the Germans wanted to ban it in World War II, and I also learned that it's a lot easier to die than I thought. This encounter really set the tone as my cheeks were so tight for the rest of the session. Moving on, we meet Shah Han, who got his friends kidnapped, and we gotta help him find them. Luckily, his friends die.
There was a hive wizard, a powerful one. We tried.
This isn't on you.
How the fuck we didn't?
You did.
After that, I decided to do some self-reflection, and my meditation quickly turned into a game of Wipeout. Oh, come on. But the reward for competing is Devour, which is what your mom did last night. I'm sorry, that was rude. I meant to say it'll greatly increase my chances of survival. After that, I get my first exotic. Okay, a warlock would actually never do that. Start the next mission, and I even get to experience my first Bungie moment. The mission was bugged, so I had to refresh the area, but don't worry because Bungie's been working on a fix for a year now. And lucky me because that was quickly followed by my second Bungie moment. What? Is this a cutscene? Why does it say skip? I'm willing to let this one slide because Banshee not knowing I'm attempting to talk to him is very in character. Wrapping things up, I completely dogged on Novocaine and decided to get our first real exotic. And this is where I got the jumping puzzle experience, and it was somehow worse than I imagined.
The only other note is chasm. Have fun. If we're hunting for one of Cade's stashes, those 3 words are a threat, followed by sarcasm. Watch your angles. The fall will probably kill you.
I have never been so tense doing a minor task before, and actually getting a feel for the Warlock jump made me want to bleach my hands and then chop them both off because of how yucky it is. By the end of it, this shank did what I was thinking about doing the whole time. He just killed himself. I get the cool yellow border gun and commit what has to be a war crime. I think a rapid-fire high-voltage taser should be somewhere in the Geneva Convention, but that ended my first session of Permadeath Destiny. If you made it far enough to watch my pent-up aggression, thank you. I plan to keep making other videos while doing this little challenge on the side to try and make a decent upload schedule. If you have any suggestions for future content, or things I can add to the challenge, feel free to drop a comment. In the meantime, I'm gonna go play some Yu-Gi-Oh!
Sorry, let me after Cass and Maeve. I was just afraid to lose anyone else.
So were we. That's why we followed you.
Nobody likes to be sidelined. I'm glad you were here. I owe you. The prize is yours. Superconductor is over there. Grab it and meet back at camp. For real this time.